Okay, so hello, and I'm going to share my screen. I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So today we will talk about previous year assignment 4 week 4. Okay. So before going to there, actually there was some problem in the last class, like there was some noise and all these things. So that's why we could not finish that last question. So if you want, then I can continue with this one, or otherwise I can go to the week 4 question as well. There is no problem. But maybe we can do a little bit talk on this skill question, because in the last class it was left. So just, I mean, it's a very simple question, so maybe we can, and as well as it's very interesting question as well. So maybe we can have a look on that math question, and after that we will go for the week 4, I mean previous year questions. Okay. So whoever was not present in the last class, just see the question here. It is written in that slide. A square n by n matrix of integers can be written in Python as a list with n elements, where each element is in turn a list of n integers representing a row of the matrix. Write a function left rotate bracket m that takes a list representation m of a square matrix as input and returns the matrix obtained by rotating the original matrix counterclockwise by 90 degrees. So in the previous class, I was discussing what is the meaning of that counterclockwise by 90 degrees. So you can see that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If this is the matrix like 3 by 3 matrix, obviously it has 3 by 3 matrix, 3 rows and 3 columns. So if after doing the counterclockwise rotation by 90 degree, it can goes to 3 2, I mean 3 6 9 2 5 8 1 4 7. So I was telling how it is going like that in the previous class. But like, let's say if, I'm just writing here, you can see here that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So this matrix, what it will be like at the very first, I mean if I do the 90-degree rotation, that means this whole will come as 90-degree counterclockwise rotated. So this 3, then 2 1, so this will come as 3 2 1. Then 6 5 4, this will come as 6 5 4. Then 9 8 7, this will come as 9 8 7. So just try to understand the first the meaning of this, then obviously whenever we will come for the uh, matrix representation in the Python code, that will be very simple, because we just need to know the code, I mean we need to know the position of that element, how it is changing in which position. That is the main important thing here in that question, right? So first of all, the matrix is going to do the counterclockwise 90-degree rotation. That means 3 1 2 3 3 2 1 will come, but 3 2 1 will come as column wise. Similarly 6 5 4 will come as column wise, 9 8 7 will come as column wise. So like that. So if I have another question, another like A B C D E F G H I. So it will be like, I mean after 90-degree counterclockwise, it will be like, you can see here A B C, that means C will come here, then B, then A, then D E F, that means F E D, then I H G, like that. So the main thing is that how the position is changing to which position is changing to which position, that only we have to see. Otherwise all the things are very simple. So for this previous case, let's say I'm writing these things 4 5 6 7 8 9. So for any type of matrix, let's say it is a n by n matrix or 3 by 3 matrix, any type of matrix, as this is a 3 by 3 matrix, so that means there will be 9 terms. So for the matrix representation, how it will be represented, the position of this first element will be 0 0, then 0 1, then 0 2, right? Then here it will be 1 0, then 1 1, this is 1 2, then it is 2 0, then 2 1, then 2 2. So it is like that. Keep let's say I'm writing here, I'm just giving the name of that matrix as M. So if I will write in that code M00. So what does this means? This means that 0th row and 0th column. So 0th row, 0th column means like this one, that first one. First one has the value of what? 1. So M00 will have the value of 1. So similarly, let's say M02. So what will be the value of this? Can anyone tell me? M02. M02 will come as 3, right?
9.
Yeah. So it is like 0th row, 0th row and second column. So 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, like that. So M02 is 3. So now you can see for the, I mean, after doing the 90-degree rotation, the matrix is becoming as,
Good evening, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, I have a small doubt regarding exam.
okay.
Sorry for
It is too
disturbance.
far right now, okay, but still, just tell me, yeah.
Ma'am, I have registered for the exam. I have done with my payment,
Huh?
and the documents are not verified yet, ma'am. It has been completed 2 weeks.
Document verified means what type of documents you are telling us to?
We have to submit our passport size photo and signature and ID proof. I have submitted at Feb 1st, but still now the documents are not verified.
Okay, I mean, this registration part, I don't know, but yeah, anyone knows about these things? Like, does anyone have the same issue? No, no? I
No,
don't know.
ma'am.
Okay, okay. I don't know, but I will let you know because I mean, this registration thing, obviously, we will not take care about these things. But yeah, as you raised the problem, then I will just ask these things in NPTEL coordinator. So, I mean, uh, they should verify these documents, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but by which time they have already verified, or I mean for others case, I mean within how many days it is already verified? Can anyone tell? I mean for him, his case, like it is not verified till now, but for others it is already verified, you are telling. So like within how many days it's already verified?
मैम ऐसा कोई इश्यू नहीं है। व्हेन फोटो और वो सब अपलोड किया तब उन्होंने अपलोड भी कर दिया और पेमेंट भी अच्छे से हो गया और उन्होंने कहा कि कोई भी प्रॉब्लम कोई भी चेंज होगा तो ईमेल करेंगे।
और लॉगिन करे तो इधर आए थे भाई, ब्लूटिक्स लगाना इधर पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन में वेरिफिकेशन हो जाने के बाद
Okay, so after how many days it will show that your documents has already verified?
they will show that after 5 to 6 working days, ma'am.
Okay, after 5 to 6 working days. But for him, it
But
is not
it is
showing
up now
until.
14 days.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, I mean, I did not know these things, so obviously I will ask NPTEL coordinator about these things. So then we can have a discussion on that because I don't know about these things.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll let you know, no problem. I mean, like, okay, who is that? I could not see. What is your name? Sorry, can you tell me? Who is that? Shantosh. Okay. Name. Okay, fine. So, okay, we will think about these things. Just no problem. Okay. So the thing is, so here you can see after 90-degree rotation, how it is changing. It is changing that 0, 0 is coming as 0, 2, 0, 1 is coming at 1, 2, and 0, 2 is coming as 2, 2. So by anyhow, if I change this coordinate like M00, if I change this to M02 and M01 by M12, then all the things will be done, right? So this is the main thing in our program we have to do. So like I think you understand the problem at least and how to do that one. Now we will do in the Python language. So how to do this thing? So the main thing is that you have the 0, 0th component, but right now after 90-degree counterclockwise rotation, it will be 0th 2 position. Like M00 will be replaced by M02. Now M01 is replaced by M12. M02 is replaced by M22, like that, right? So basically we have to run our column and row in such a way that 0, 0 column will be replaced by 0, 2 0 1 column will be, I mean 0 0 0 1 position will be replaced by 1 2, like that. Okay, so yeah, so for this case, like, okay, so for this case maybe we can have a programming, very simple program it will be. So maybe first go for the idle cell, yeah, showing that shell. Maybe I will, oh, I'll just run this program. Then so here this one maybe, yes, yeah. So you can see here left rotate aim. I will just write here a little bit clarity, I mean to make a very clarity here. So left rotate aim, so let's say our aim was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, right? Now left rotate aim, left rotate is a function name obviously, and we will just do that left rotation for the aim. Now size of L, I mean size of aim. So as I am writing here 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 5 6 7 8 9, so size will be 3 because it is a 3 by 3 matrix, right? You can do the print size, then you can see the how many I mean what is the value it is giving here. Obviously it will give us 3 if I write the aim as 3 by 3 matrix. Now I want to make a rotated aim, which is this one. If I will just put these things side by side, then obviously maybe it will be good. Yeah, so I just want to make this one to this. So that means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 I will put as an input, but I will have the out, I should have the output value as this one, 3 6 9 2 5 8 and 1 4 7. So for that case, what we will do, at the very first we will have an initialization for that rotated aim matrix. So for initialization, you all know that we are just making us empty list here. So nothing but then there is a 0 element in that list. Now we will put in that rotated aim something. So what we will put here? So basically, as I already told, 0 0 component will be replaced by 0 2 component. That means our first element will be 0 2 position. The second one will be 1 2 positions, like that. So for that, what I will write here, we will just make a for loop. So for loop, at the very first I, okay, you can see here I. So I is what? I will be like of the from the 0 to size, range of size. Range of size was 3. That means it will come as I value can be written as 0 1 2. Why not 3? Because it will come size minus 1, up to size minus 1. That means 3 minus 1. So I value will be 0 1 and 2, right? Now in that case, rotated aim append, like one by one it will be appended, but what it will append and which value it will append, that will be decided by the C and R. So C is for column and R is for row, right? So for C is for column, if you see here, like if I just want to see in this line, only this line, only this row, for this row there is column is same 2 2 2, column is exactly same, but the change is in row 0 1 2. So R is changing for one row, but C is remaining same. So if I just run the C from 2 1 0, but inside that C I will run R from 0 1 2, then it will be done. I will show how to do that, but just see. So at the very first, C will be from 2 1 0, because you can see that in the first row 0 2 1 2 2 2 is coming. So that means at the very first row 2 will be there as a column. So C will vary from 2 1 0. So if I want to write here 2 1 0, then how it will be written? So the C will be ranging from size minus 1. Size was 3. So 3 minus 1, that means 2 from 2 to minus 1, not minus 1. It will come in the steps of minus 1 and it will stop before minus 1. So that means our C will have the value at the very first 2. Then second iteration, in second iteration it will have the value 1, and in the third iteration it will have the value of 0, and it will stop before minus 1. Okay, I mean, as you can know that, like for loop, the range it is coming after, I mean whatever it is given, the last value, it will stop before that value. So it is like that. Now inside that C loop we will have the R loop. so that we can make this type of matrix. So for R case, obviously what will be the value here? You can see here for R case, range size, that means R will be 0, 1 and 2. 3 minus 2 is 3 minus 1, that means 2. So R will run from 0, 1 and 2. Now you can see rotated M, which one we want to make, that one will be like, it will append like MRC. MRC, as we were talking, MRC means at the very first, if at the very first C will come, let's say at the very first iteration, C will be the value as 2. Now R will come as 0, 1, 2. So in that case, our R will be, M will be like 0, 2, then second one will be like 0, 1, sorry, 0, 1, and the third will be like 0, oh sorry, it will be 1, 2, because C is constant here for the first iteration. For the first iteration C is always 2, but for here it will be 2, then 2. So this is coming as the first row. Now you can see the first row was 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Now in the second iteration C will be 1, but R will run from 0, 1, 2. So there it will come as 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Then for the third iteration it will come as 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0. See, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0. Like that it will come. So I'll just run these things, then you can understand better. So if I just run this,
Ma'am, wonder, what is this size minus C plus 1?
yeah, size minus C plus 1. Now see, what is size? Size was
3. First it is 3, right? Size is 3.
yeah, yes. So rotated matrix means whatever we are wanted to construct, right? So for that rotated M, let's say I'm writing here rotated M. So what will be the here? 3. Size is 3 minus C plus 1. So for that case, C means what? C is like at the very first it was 2. So 2
Yes.
plus 1, that means 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. That means where that this element is going to append, that we are mentioning from this location. So at the very first rotated M0, 0 means this row, 0th row, in that 0th row, 0, 2, 1, 2 and 2, 2 will be entered. For the first row, I mean in the second iteration, C was 1. So for C was 1, size was obviously always 3. So 3 minus 1 plus 1. That means 3 minus 2, which is 1. That means in the first row, I mean 1th row, we are going to append these values of MRC. This is the position where we are going to append MRC. Okay. At the very first iteration, the 0th position will be appended. Then in the second iteration, 1th position will be appended, and the third position, second position will be
Ma'am,
appended.
actually we are using it. We are using a 2-dimensional array, right?
Yeah.
Anyhow, it is addressed by M021222 itself.
Yes.
If it is second row, it is automatically going to come as M0111 and then 21. What is the significance of this? That is what I couldn't understand.
Yeah, like
size minus C plus.
this is for, I mean, where you will just append this term. Like this is just nothing but a term, right? This is a value. MRC means value. So where it will be appended, like rotated.
Okay.
Yeah. So where this is not a position right now. As I am writing.
Okay, the up and
so where the value will be appended, that is the thing here. Okay. So if I just run these things, then you can clearly maybe understand. So where is that one? Yeah. So if I have here, let's say M. So left, rotate. Then let's say I'm writing here. Okay. So for matrix representation, how we will write here? Do you know how to write matrix representation in the Python? Does anyone know? To write matrix in the Python, because in the case we have to write the matrix M inside the left rotate M function.
Okay, okay.
So how
Okay.
to write? Do you know?
No, no.
Uh,
No, ma'am.
it was there. No? It was there. Actually, we are talking about the week 3 assignment. So, okay, fine. So for that case, let's say 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. This, then 1, 2, 3, and what was that? 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Then
Hmm.
7, 8, 9. See, this is our aim. How I am writing aim? Aim I am writing here. The first one, I mean, inside the list, there is a nested list like thing, and the first nested list is coming as the row wise, first row, second row, and third row. So first row element is 1, 2, 3, second row is 4, 5, 6, and third row is 7, 8, 9. Now see the result is again even given as a nested list. Nested list. So nested list means for this case the Python is returning our matrix in that form, so that if I see this result, the result should be what? 369, 258, 147. This is exactly
Okay.
what it is. So the matrix,
Okay.
in which sense I have to write matrix? In our hand, I'm writing matrix is like that, but in Python, I can't write like that, right? So for
Okay.
this position, how I should write in Python representation the matrix write is like at the very first there will be a list, and inside that list nested list will be there, and inside that nested list the row wise element I will just put. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the output will become exactly similar how I am giving the input, but obviously it will counterclockwise 90-degree change and all. So
Okay.
yeah, so now you can see the same thing is coming 3, 6, 9, 2, 5, 8, and 1, 4, 7. Now one thing you can understand, like obviously I think in the next slide in the next slide I was just giving us homework like transpose of a matrix. If I want to give a transpose of a matrix from by the help of Python code, then how I will do that? So all of you know that what is the meaning of transpose, right? So
Yeah, columns into rows.
yeah, so I'm just writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this whole, if I do the transpose of this, there is a AT. Let's say this is A and this is AT. So the AT will come as like that row will, row will be column, column will be row. So 1, 4, 7. So 1, 4, 7, then 2, 5, 8, then 3, 6, 9. So that should be the one, right? So for that case, similarly, whatever we did just previous case, we have to check which position will be the first one, which position will be the second one. Now you can see here, this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, all these things are there in that actual matrix. But for the transpose case, how it is changing? It is changing like for the 0, 0 component, 0, 0 is again 0, 0. For 1, 1, 1, 1 is again 1, 1. For 2, 2, it is again 2, 2. You can see here 1, 5, 9, 1, 5, 9 are unchanged. But the thing is, here you can see 0, 1 position was there, but it is replaced by 1, 0 position. So it is like 1, 0, then this is coming as 0, 1. Now this was 0, 2. So 0, 2 position is coming here. And now this is 2, 0 position coming there. Similarly, here you can see, okay, maybe I can write here, then you can understand. This was previous one, right? So 1, 2, then 2, 0, then 2, 1, here 2, 2. So you can see here 0, 1 is replaced by 1, 0, 0, 2 is replaced by 2, 0. Here it will be like 2, 1, and here it will be 1, 2. So this type of matrix will be there for the transpose of the matrix. So for this case, you can see previously what we have done. Previously we were running at the very first C, and after that add, and C was running from 2, 1, 0, and in each value of C, R was varying from 0, 1, 2. But for this case, you can see, let's say I am writing for the first row. For the first row, which one is a constant value here? C is constant. But C is running from 0, 1, 2 in this case. And for this R, for each and every C, R will running from 0, 1, 2. Is it fine? You can see here for the first, for the first row, you can see for the first row 0 0 0. That means column is constant. So column is constant and it has the value of 0. So that means we have to start our iteration of C from 0. Then you can see for the second one it is 1, for the third one it is 2. So that means the C will vary from 0, 1, 2. Now coming for the R case, you can see for the first row itself R is changing from 0, 1, 2. That means for each and every value of C, R will change as 0, 1, 2. Okay, is it fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, can you come on to this idea one by one?
sorry.
Can you come on to this idea, that program part?
Yes. Okay, program. Yeah.
Yeah, program. Yeah. Last out, what is this rotated M is equal? This is just the initialization, is it? That is empty list. That is rotated underscore M is equal.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, it is just the
This
initialization
is
of the
just
list.
initialization. For this
Oh,
case, there is no element right now. There is an empty list. So in
okay.
as you can see, matrix is nothing but a list, nested list like thing in Python. So we have to
Okay.
make a list like thing. So that's what it is, just the initialization case. Okay.
The next one is rotated underscore M dot append with empty. What is this?
This you can see na. So this is what. So here 0, 1, 2. That means this one will be coming as appending. Like okay, maybe I can.
Okay. That is size minus C minus 1.
Yeah, so
That
that is
part is it.
appending. That is appending. The position is appending here, but
Yeah.
here the value is appending. So
Okay.
it was totally empty, but at the very first I have to append the position, and after that I have to append the value of that position in that position. So value,
Okay.
this is the position appending, and the next one is the value appending into that position, like that. So if I see the transpose of the matrix
No,
example,
instead of using the size minus C plus 1, we can use I itself, right? Because I is going to be 0, 1, 2.
size. No.
No.
This one indicates that in which row you are going to append, in which line you are going to append. For the first
Yeah.
iteration, as we have seen here, for the first iteration we have to append these values in 0th row. That means first
Okay.
list. So for that case,
Okay.
C is varying. So C will be at the very first 2. That means 2 plus 1, 3 minus 3. That means 0. So in the 0th position, the values are
Okay.
appending as MRC. M0
Okay.
to M0
So,
M1 to M1.
okay, the first for is not a nested one, right? The second for and the third for are the nested one.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
to make a first list, and after that I have to make a list inside that list. So these two
Okay.
will
Okay.
come simultaneously in the whole program. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
now, okay. So now maybe we can have. Oh, sorry. So for the similar thing will be there for the transpose of a matrix, but for the transpose of a matrix, you make sure that where you are putting these values, where you are appending the values, so and how it will be running. Like the running part, you can understand that C will come from 0, 1, 2, and in each value of Z0, R is coming from 0, 1, 2. So like that. So I have also this one, so maybe I can show you these things. But the similar one will be there. Oh, sorry. So you can see. Okay, yeah, so this you can see. Yes, you can see here transpose of M, then similar thing, size of LM, rotated M is like, obviously I did not change the name, so rotated M I just write it in here. Okay, fine. Then this is a listed M list, empty list. Then I will go from, okay, here you can see I is go from 0, I is 0, 1, 2. Now you can see here that appending, that like we are appending the list right now, and after that we are appending nested list. So but the thing is here, the difference is here only in that case C will come as 0, 1, 2, because it is coming from the 0 up to size minus 1, and for the R case it is again coming as 0, 1, 2. Okay, and here you can see the difference between that one and the previous one. In the previous one, where I have to put that one, but here where I have to put, again I have to put in the 0th position. So 0th position is nothing but right now C, not the range size minus C plus 1. In that case, size minus C plus 1 was there because C was coming from the starting from 2, but right now C is starting from 0, 1, 2. So that means only I have to write here that which position means C's position. Is it fine?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah. So just simply some notation, I mean in which location you have to put it, that is the difference. So let's say I'm just writing here the same thing. What was that? Transpose. Okay, transpose. So we have to mention the matrix first. So to have the matrix, how to write the matrix? At the very first there will be a list, and inside the list the nested list will be there for the row wise element. So again maybe I can write it like 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, then 7, oh sorry, 7, 8, 9. So you can see here this is the matrix, but if I have this one then it is coming as 1, 4, 7. It should be like that, whatever. It should be like 1, 4, 7 for the row wise calculation, then 2, 5, 8, then 3, 6, 9. So it is coming exactly same one, because we are already understand that how it will run. So which element will be transposed changed in which direction, in which position. Okay, so these two were the last year, I mean last week problem. So maybe we can go for the this year problem. I mean this week obviously, but the previous year problems. So for week 4 previous year question, the first question was okay. I can tell you one thing, that for the week 4 we are having quiz as well as programming assignment. So maybe at the very first we will go for the quiz, and there was maybe 4 questions for the from the quiz part, and there is 2 questions from the assignment part, I mean programming assignment, right? So I don't know about this year questions, maybe this year will be the similar one, but the thing is that at the very first we will go for the quiz part, and after that we will go for the assignment part. Okay. Okay, so consider following.
Before that, can you please tell me about the tuples and dictionaries?
Okay, very good. Let me write here somewhere where I have to write. Okay, maybe I can write here a little bit. Yeah, so tuples, actually sir has already explained these things very nicely. So first of all, how do I understand which one is tuple and which one is dictionary and which one is list? Because these three are very much similar to each other. Okay, so dictionary. There are some differences between these three, so I thought that we should I will make a list of these differences, but I could not have the time. But maybe in the next class, or in this slide as well, I will make a list of that.
Because all are similar. There is a confusion between the list, tuples, and dictionary.
Sure. That should be a confusion. Okay, so maybe what I will do right now, I will explain these things. That is not a problem. But after this thing, when I will just upload this PPT, there I will just make a different slide where I will just make a what type of differences are there in multiplication dictionary.
That would be great.
Yeah, I mean not a handwriting, because handwriting will not be that much good for this case. So I will just make by typing these things. But just see here the main differences. I mean just right now I'm just saying here what are the differences right now. So the tuple is at the very first, by seeing how can you differentiate these three. For the tuple case, this first bracket will be there for the closing and ending. For list, third bracket will be there. For dictionary, second bracket will be there. So these three, by seeing only, we can differentiate. Okay, so it's a very simple. Like if I just see that first bracket closing, opening and closing, then it will be definitely a tuple. Then if it is a third bracket, then it will be a list, and if it is a second bracket, then this will be a dictionary. So list we have already told so many times in the previous class or previous to previous class, or sir was telling so many things about list, that list are immutable but strings are not immutable. I mean immutable and all these things. Sir has already explained these things. So list we know a more, right? But we have to know right now the dictionary and tuple. So let's say first I am going for the dictionary. So for dictionary, what is happening here? Okay, before going to the dictionary, maybe I can write here list. So list is nothing but a number of number, or not only number. Let's say there is one, then there is a b c, there is a string, then there is two, then there is true. This is a boolean algebra, right? So all the things will make a list. So this is a list, but just to go for a very deep into that list, if I have the position of that list, so what will be the position? This is 0 1, then 2, and then 4. So as a whole our length of L was 4, but the position will be like the mentioning will be 0 1 2 3. So to understand the keys and values, we have to first go for the list key and value. The keys are nothing but the position of these elements. So here if I mention for this list itself, our key is like 0 1 2 3. These are our keys. You can see here, this is key, this is key, this is key, this is key. And for this is a list. I'm not talking about a dictionary yet, but this is simply a list. So for this case our keys are 0 1 2 3. But what is the value for this? The value is nothing but what is the element given in that 0th position. So value is like 1, then a b c, then 2, then true. Okay, so key for list itself, key and value are present. So for list, key is the position of these elements, and value is the value means the value of this position. So 0 1 2, and the values of 0 is 1, value of 1 is abc, value of 2 is 2, value of 3 is true. So this is for list only. Now coming to the dictionary. So how we can go for list to dictionary, and what is the difference between these two? So here in that case of list, as I mentioned here, L is like 0 1 2 3. That means this is simply a integer number, right? Integer number. But let's say our but let's say our key is not right now only a integer. It can be anything which is immutable. Okay, so integer, it can be integer, it can be boolean, it can be floating number, it can be string. So because a string is also immutable, floating, bool, integer, all are immutable. So I'm just going to generalize the variation of key in the case of dictionary. In the case of list, it is simply a integer number. It should be an integer always. But for the dictionary, it is not necessarily integer always. It can be anything which is immutable. So you can see here the integer, boolean, floating, string, anything it can be. And values means what? Value is exactly similar as in that list value. So if I want to write here dictionary, the dictionary will be like, let's say D. And I mentioned here that will be in the second bracket. It should be in the second bracket. But in the second bracket, at the very first, the key will be given, and then there will be one colon and then values. So this is the notation for the dictionary writing. So if I write here, let's say anything, what, one, or like let's say D, and the value is like let's say 28. Sorry, just a minute. So this is one element of this dictionary. Now similarly it is like E, then let's say it is 20. So this is again, sorry, this colon. So this is one element of a dictionary. So similarly, as you can see, for the list there is inbuilt the position of that is key is already given here, but we are not mentioning key explicitly for the list, but for dictionary we are mentioning explicitly key as well as the values. So for this D, our, if I write here D, then D, it will show us 28. That means the dictionary which is named as D, and I am having the value, I mean key as D, and it will show us the value as 28. Exactly similar. You can see the for that L, if I write here L0, then what it is showing? It is showing as 1. So L, the name of that list, then in the inside the bracket I am just giving the key name, I mean key position, then it is showing the value of that corresponding key. So similarly here D, small d and capital D is the key name, and it is coming as the value as 28. So again, as a list are mutable, so D can also be mutable. So let's say I am writing here D equals to 80. So now what will happen, that 80 will 28 will come as 80. So this type of thing. So list and dictionary are exactly very much similar, but the main difference is that for list our key is only the integer, and we will not explicitly mention that key inside the list, but for dictionary we will mention key as well as values, and key cannot, I mean key is not only the integer right now, it can be anything which is a immutable variable quantity. Okay, so now
Yeah,
you can
sure.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can understand.
Okay, so this is the main difference between list and a dictionary. So there are some flexibility in introducing D, so that we just use that D instead of list in somewhere. So you can see there is, if you will see the examples, then you can see that there is very much advantages of using D rather than L. Okay, now coming to tuple. So tuple is a yeah, this is not exactly similar as list, but okay, the main thing is that you can say in some sense that generalization of list is nothing but the dictionary is nothing but a generalization of list, where the key is not only integer, it can be any immutable quantity. Okay, but the tuple is little bit different. So tuple is nothing but just assigning some values. Let's say here what I can write. Let's say, as sir was mentioning this expression, this example. So here sir was mentioning today is what, 14/02/2024. So this is a tuple, because at the very first I have to see that the bracket notation. This is the second bracket, first bracket closing and end one. So this is exactly a tuple. But right now the name of the tuple is date. That is very good. And what does this means? This is nothing but the values, some collection of values it is mentioning. Not only values, it can be some strings or something. So the thing is that date, it is consist of some numbers, some strings, some immutable variables, which is known as tuple. Now I can do the similar thing as slice. I can't do mutable thing, because tuple is not mutable, it is immutable, just like string, and then integer, boolean, floating, it is also a immutable one. But I can do a slicing here. So slicing, you can see, let's say date 0. So date 0 is 14. Similarly, date 2 is 2024, like that. So tuple is nothing but, it's little bit different than list and dictionary. At the very first, the difference between tuple and list and dictionary is tuple is immutable, where list and dictionary is mutable, and it can be sliced. Tuple can be sliced, just exactly similar as a string, but it cannot replace any values. As I have told you, it is a immutable one. So among these three, you can see in that latter programming, among these three, tuple is least usable, list is moderate usable and dictionary is mostly usable. Okay, so the first thing is, the first disadvantage of the tuple is it is immutable, it is not mutable. But for the list and dictionary, list is mutable and dictionary is mutable. But this very much advantage of the dictionary is it can be anything as a key, which are immutable variable. So I will show you some examples so that it can be more clear to you. But right now, do you have any picture about these three things? I mean, any picture?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now it is.
So
Nice.
as you have already mentioned this dictionary case, then maybe I can go directly to the dictionary problem right now so that it will be more understandable right now. Okay. As I was talking about that list and dictionary, both are similar, but this is a more general case. Okay, this is more general case. So whatever the properties are there in the list, the similar property will be in dictionary as well, right? So we heard that in that list there was one property is nested list. So similarly, for dictionary as well, we will have the nested dictionary, because as we have already told that this is just a general form of list. Now you can see, consider the following dictionary. So there is a dictionary which is named as wickets. Now inside the list dictionary, how I can see that it is a dictionary? Because obviously you can see that the curly bracket is the opening and closing are the curly bracket. So that means by seeing that one, we can definitely say that this is a dictionary. Okay. Now inside the dictionary, at the very first, you can see nested dictionaries are there. How we can say that nested dictionary is there? This one is key, right? And then there is a colon, and after that after this colon, whatever the values are there, that will be considered as values, because key colon value, comma key colon value, comma key colon value, that is the syntax for dictionary, right? So here, as I can see, this is the first curly bracket, and there something is given. So this is nothing but the key 1. I can write here key 1. Now they are coming as colon, and after that colon there is something which is go from here to up to this one. So this is nothing but v1, value 1, right? Now coming here, there is comma, there is another thing which is key 2. Now coming colon, then there is something is coming. So something is nothing but value here. So this is the value from here to up to this. So this is v2. So it is nothing but, if I just write these whole things, then it is nothing but k1, array, it is k1 v1 comma k2 v2. Okay, so k1 v1 comma k2 v2. Now inside that v1 there is another dictionary, so that is, it is like nested dictionary. So one dictionary was from here to here, inside that there was another dictionary. So for inside that v1, what is there, you can see here. So v1 is itself a dictionary. Why? Because this one is there and this one is there, that curly bracket open and close. Now for this case, this is, let's say, k1 prime, this is v1 prime, this is k2 prime, this is it should not be k2 prime, k1 double prime, and v1 double prime, this is k1 triple prime, this is v1 triple prime. And for this v2 case, you can see this is k2 prime, this is v2 prime, k2 double prime, and this one is v2 double prime. Is it fine? Just the construction of the dictionary is fine?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now, okay, this is the question. This is the first question. But what is the question we have to see? Okay. So question is, yes, which of the following statements does not generate an error? So maybe I can do a little bit zoom out so that together you can see. No, I have to do a little bit more zoom out. Yes. It's very much okay. Okay, maybe I can write here. Just a minute. So wickets is at the very first test. This will be capital. This is test. Okay, tests. Then there was Bumrah. Actually, it is showing some cricket match, if you know these names. Okay, and this is the values 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay, now coming to the next one, Shami, Muhammad Shami. Then there is 4, 4, 1, 0. Then here Ravichandran Ashwin. Then this has the value 2, 1, 7, 4. Then 1 was closed. That means first test was closed. Now in that ODI, what is happening? In that ODI, Bumrah is getting the value as 2-0. I think it's the wicket. And Shami is getting the wicket as 1-2. So now you can see which of the following statements does not generate an error. Okay, I mean among these 4 only one will be correct and others will be wrong. So we have to find out which one is the correct and which one is the wrong. As I told you, the similar dictionary and list are the exactly similar. So whatever the list property was there, the similar property will be there for dictionary. Now for the first one, you can see for the first option, wickets, ODI. ODI means we will first focus on this one. Maybe you can see here because it's very good writing. Okay, ODI. Then Ashwin. So in that ODI, that means at the very first the key was ODI, and then the value is Ashwin. But here you can see that in that ODI there is no Ashwin. Ashwin value is not there. And what does this means? This means that in that wicket, the key position ODI and the value position Ashwin, instead of that value position from 0 to last list, we are going to replace that one by 4-4. But you can see for this case, ODI is there, ODI key is there, but the value Ashwin is not present here. So, and after that the third work will be executed, right? So obviously this will not be give as a correct one because Ashwin is not present here, and after that Ashwin 0 to all the term we will to take, that is the after these things. So obviously this will show as a key error. Why key error? Because they are already saying that in that key there is no value as Ashwin which we are going to operate like we are taking all the values of the list and we will replace that 4-4. So this will be totally a wrong one because there is nothing in that case what we can do. Okay, yeah. Now in the second option, ODI Ashwin extend 4-4. What does this mean? This means that in that ODI key, in that value of Ashwin, we have to extend the value of Ashwin by 4-4. But as I already told, right now there is no Ashwin, so that we can add the value of Ashwin here. So this will also give a wrong value. Wrong key error. Now coming to the third option, ODI Ashwin 4-4. This what it is showing. It is showing that ODI in that ODI key, the value will be Ashwin, which will be have the value as 44. So I know that there is no Ashwin name value, but just like list, we can add in dictionary. So it can give a addition in that ODI by the value 44 with the name of Ashwin. This is correct. I will show these things by hand so that it can be more understandable. But the thing is, this what does this line tells? This line tells that in that wickets key ODI, Ashwin value will be added and the value of the Ashwin will be 44 as a list. Okay, just do these things so that by hand you can understand clearly. Maybe I can write here all the things. Okay. Wickets. This is a dictionary. Now inside the dictionary, taste. Then this is a key. Then there will be a value. Inside that value there is another dictionary. So there is another key. Bumrah. Then list. List is 3, 5, 2, 3. Okay. Then another value is Shami. And the value will be 4410. Now coming as Ashwin. Sure, it's fine, Ashwin. Then this is coming as 2174. Then another, no, it's already, yes. Then another key is there for ODI. And the values are like Bumrah. The value, this is the key. The value is 20. Then coming as Shami. This has the value 1, 2. Close. Yes. This is a dictionary. Now if I want to see the dictionary first, wickets, you can see taste, Bumrah 3523, Shami 4410, Ashwin 2174. This is another one, ODI Bumrah 20, Shami 12. Okay, very good. Now coming to the first option, what they are showing. Just understand, it's exactly similar as list. So if I write here wickets of ODI, then Ashwin. If I want to write here only up to this, then it will see that, okay, this is a key error because in that ODI there is no Ashwin and this is a key error, right? Now if I want, but it can be added. How? Let's say I'm writing here, it can be added as 44, whatever it was given. So this is fine. So now if I write here wickets again, then you can see in that ODI Bumrah Shami was there, but adding of that Ashwin 44 will be there. It is going to add. So the third option what we were showing, that is exactly correct. This is giving as correct one. But now let's say the first option I am going to write. So for the first option, wickets ODI. Now whatever it is given, that will come as correct because I have already mentioned Ashwin. But let's say instead of Ashwin I am writing here Sachin. Then whatever it was there, that I am writing 4, 4. Oh, it is not like that. Arey yaar. Sorry. ODI Sachin. This. ODI Sachin 0-0. Okay. Wickets. This is 0-0 position. 0-0 all. Okay. Wickets. Just a minute. Maybe I can write here. Oh, sorry. Hey, shit. Okay, anything. The thing is like at the very first, if I do like it is just a adding thing, and here all the things will be wrong because it is just giving a unknown thing, unknown characteristics. I was doing, but the thing is I have to write all these things from the beginning because it was there. Taste. What was there? Bumrah. Bumrah. Then this is like 3, 4, whatever values are there. Then there is Shami. Okay. Then there is Ashwin. Okay. This. Then this is closed. Then there is another one. ODI. ODI. Then there is Bumrah. Two zero, comma Shami. This is like 2-1. This. Okay. Opening parenthesis. Oh. This will be this. Oh. This should be colon. This. Okay. So I can write here wickets. Then you can see Test, Bumrah, these things. Now if I want to write here wickets. Now let's say ODI. Right. Then Ashwin. Ashwin. Right. So in that ODI there was no Ashwin. Yes. But 0 this equals to 4,4. So this is coming as key error, right? Because we don't have any Ashwin name, and after that we will do the operation. Okay. Okay. Hello. Sorry. When I was disconnected, I could not understand. Yeah, so the thing is, you can see here, if I do, where it is? If I do these things, then it will come as traceback error, like key error is there because Ashwin is not there in that case. Now, and after that I will do the operation, so it is coming as key error. Now coming to the similar one, whatever it was there, that we gets this, but right now we are going to append this. I mean extend, not append, it is extend. Extend, that will also not work. This is also showing that key error, right? But now if I going to add these things, so if I going to add this for Ashwin 44, then it will come, and you can see that in that ODI, wickets ODI, then Ashwin is coming as 44. Okay, and in the fourth case also it was not right for this before case, but right now it will work. If you see, if I just write here this this is just concatenation, just adding this 44 ODI, then Ashwin. Then plus. That means the things will work right now. But previously, in that previous case, it was not working. So this is just nothing but a concatenation. See, 44 was there, and I am writing here plus 44. That means 4444. That's it. So this, for this question, direct assignment to a new key adds a value. All other updates result in key error. That is the thing. Like all the other things was giving the key error, but only the third one is giving the correct one, which will just add exactly similar as least one. So this is the case for the dictionary. And maybe I can have another question. Assume that hundreds has been initialized as an empty dictionary. So this is again the dictionary question. 100 is giving as a empty dictionary, and I have to tell that which of the following generates an error. So you can see here hundreds, this is this. So what does this means? This the first one is mentioning here as 100 with the key Tendulkar comma international will have the value 100. Now for the second one, hundreds with having the key as Tendulkar, the value will be international and 100. So do you understand, like if I just want to write these things in here, then hundreds at the very first was empty dictionary. Now if I going to write here 100
Here the Tendulkar is a key. So.
Yeah, Tendulkar comma international, both are coming as key for the first one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean you can see.
So it is possible to have two keys, is it, for the one?
It's not a two key. It will as a whole a key. Like you can see, it is as a whole.
Okay. Tendulkar comma international itself a key. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just writing here 10 in int for a short, so that you can
fine.
So if I write this one, then that will come. But if I see, what does this means? This means that hundreds. So hundreds is 10 in, and 100. So 10 int as a key and 100 is the value. Now coming as the same second one, hundreds. So this means that Tendulkar, this will be a key, and international 100, this is whole as a value, but this is itself a dictionary, right? So this is just like a nested dictionary. Yeah. For the third case, you can see this is a tuple because it is the first bracket, but tuple is fine. Tuple is fine as a whole. As a whole from here to here, this is a key. right? As a whole, this is a key and this is itself a tuple. So tuple is there as a key and the value of the tuple is 100. This is also fine. But let's see for the fourth example, 100 Tendulkar International. So here it is key must be immutable values. I told you that key must be immutable. So tuple is immutable, string is immutable, and another one was there. This was also string. Okay. So these first two was string as key, but second one is tuple as key, and all the tuple as well as string both are immutable. So option number 1, 2, 3 are exactly correct, no problem on that. But coming to the fourth option, here the keys are lists. You can see there is a third bracket, so that means list, and list is not a immutable, list is a mutable. So list cannot be considered as a key. So if I will write that one, then that will show a error, because keys cannot be a mutable value, right? Is it fine?
For assigning the values for the dictionary, we will be using a square bracket.
Yeah, I mean
That's what
this
we are
one,
doing.
this one.
Yeah, yes.
No, this is
Yeah.
okay. This is mentioning that we are assigning the keys value as this. So this is just a assigning. For assigning any
Okay.
dictionary key, we have to do this one, but don't confuse with this one as a list to third bracket.
Yeah,
List,
that's what, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So this is nothing but a list. You can see for the fourth option, this is the previous third bracket is assigning, but the next third bracket is a list, but a list cannot be a key, so that's why it is a immutable one. So this fourth one will give the wrong answer. Okay, so option D will give a wrong answer. Okay, so as we were talking about that quiz one, so two quiz we have already done. Now coming to the third quiz maybe. So third quiz was this one. Consider the following Python function. Okay, I think sir has already explained about the recursion formula, and in the previous classes we were also talking about recursion function. So here we will show here one recursion function. You can see mystery L1 plus 1. So it's okay. No, it's not a recursion. Okay, fine. You can see, you can understand what is this. Consider the following Python function, and what does the mystery this return? Okay, so you can see here I'm just writing showing side by side. At the very first, mystery L is there, very good, and L is this one, 22, 14, 19, 65, 82, 55. What is this one? This is nothing but a list. Okay, so mystery is a list. Now if L is equals to 0, I mean 0 means empty list, so we will return as L whatever it is. But right now we can see that at the very first iteration it is not an empty list, there is some terms, right? So we will not have this one, then else we will go here. So else you can see return, what it will return? Mystery L 1 to last term. So 1 to last term
Yeah.
is
14 to 55, right?
yeah, that's fine. Yes. So 14 to up to 55, that will return.
Plus.
Plus means
Plus.
concatenation is there. 0 to what is this?
0 to 1.
No, not 1. 0 to 1 minus 1. I mean like only
Yeah,
0.
0 to 0.
So this one. So what does it means? Like if I just run this program, then it will come as 14,
14,
19,
19,
65, 82, 55, then 22.
20.
Because it is just adding that one after this mystery function. So it's very simple. You can see. Oh, I did not mention here. If I just write this whole program. Oh, you understand, I think. So maybe I should not write this. Or maybe writing. It's very simple. Dave. Miss. I'm just writing here Miss. L. Then okay, you can see the identification is already there. So if L is an empty set, then we will go here, return L. I mean, we will just go for the return L simply. Else return, what it will return? It will return MYS, then it is like L, then 1 up to all the terms, then plus L from 0 to 1. 1 means it will come as, sorry, it is a list. Yes. So I think this is fine. So this is my program. So now if I see miss, what was there? 22, 14, 19, 65, 82, 55. Oh, it should be a list, no? So now you can see 55. Yeah, I have to tell this.
It is calling recursive.
Yes,
calling
that will again go. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
will
that-
again
that's
go. Yes, that will again go here. So and it will stop when L is a empty state. That is the empty list. That up to this it will go. So at the very first 14, I mean at the very first iteration 14, 19, 65, 82, 55 will be there. But in the next iteration, what we'll have from 19 to this, after that from 65 to this, and after that from 82 to this, and then after that from 55. When 55 will come, at that point L will be empty, so it will just return as this. So this one. So it is nothing but to just yes.
And this is concatenating, right? Anyhow, at each and every return, it will have always a six numbers, right? Because from 1 to last we are taking this.
No.
L of 1 to
Yeah, so L will be at the, I mean every time L will be changed, na? Like L is okay. At the very first L was, yeah.
Yeah, please go.
No, yeah, fine, no problem. So this will be the first iteration, that we can understand.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. So it will come here and it will go there. Now it will again check. So mystery L, now it will again check. So mystery L was what? So this whole was returning as this one. Now it will, at the very first 14 will come. I mean, it will come here, it will come here. So mystery from 1 to last. 1 to last means from 14 to 22. Sorry, not 14, 19. Sorry, 19. So 19 to 22 it will come, and again 14 will be at the last. Then what will happen for the 65? For 65 will come, then for 65, 82, 55, 22, like that. Huh? In the second iteration,
Okay.
it will be 19, 65, 82, 55, 22, 14. In that next iteration, it will come as 65, 82, 55, 22, 14, 19. Then it will come as 82, 55, 22, 14, 19, 65. Then it will come as 55, 22, 14, 19, 65, 82. Am I right? Yes. But it is coming as, it is just reversing that one. Okay, let me see. 55, 82. Then again it will come as 22. But it will go for infinite one, no?
Yeah, that's what my question is. Because each and every time it will have almost all time six list will be there. 6 numbers in the list. Because we are concatenating, right? if you are making a slice without concatenation, then I can understand. At some point, it will come as null list.
Wait. L equals to empty, then return L, then again return mystery 112, then L plus 1, then return again L. If I write
No, ma'am. If you okay, fine, please go. Here, the recursion is called for L1 colon, ma'am. If you see here, then the concatenation returns. If you see here, the mystery, the first bracket is
okay.
closed here. That's all.
Yes. The recursion is only for this function. 1, 2, last one. Okay, yes, sorry. Yes, exactly correct. So this is coming for this for the first iteration. Now for the second iteration it will come here. For the third iteration it will come here, and then it will come here. Yes, and then it will come as empty list, right? I mean, at the very first.
Can you please put the numbers, please?
Yeah. So
I
okay.
can understand the concept, but the
Yes.
numbers.
Sure. So it was like 22, 14, 19, 65, 82, 55. So for the first iteration it will come as 14, 19, 65, 82, 55, 22. This is the for the first iteration. Now
Yes.
this mystery is up to this one. This it was not a mystery
correct.
element right now. So for the second iteration it will come as 19, 65, 82, 55, then 14 will come, then 22 will come. Okay, so this is the second iteration.
Next
Now
14 and 22 is
yeah, I mean this
last.
this one will come here, and the last one was like that. Now
Okay.
up to this right now the mystery, so it will come as 65, 82, 55, then it is coming as 19, then 14, then 22. It is third iteration. Now up to this, now it is the mystery right now. So it will be like 82, 55, 65, 19, 14, 22. Now our iteration is mystery is this much. So you can see 55, 82, 65, 19, 14, 22. Let me see.
Can you
55, 82, 65, 19, 40. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, actually we are doing the recursion here only up to L1 to last one. Yeah, whatever you told, that is the exactly correct one. I was also now you can
One doubt
understand.
is how it is getting inserted in between. I mean to say
No. In between means what? See. These just for the first iteration you fully understand. Okay.
yeah,
For
yeah,
the
that
second,
is understood.
yeah, for the second iteration, I have this one as our L.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Yes, and now our mystery L is coming as this one plus this one, and it was previously. So that will be at the very last. It is previously. It was previously at the very last, so it will always be at the last.
Oh, it will be always at the very last.
Yeah. Now among these L, we are doing that L mystery 1 to 0, and then first 1 to last, and the first one will be last. So
Can you please come to the coding one?
yeah, sure. So
the last is L plus L colon. Okay, it is keep on adding up to the last one. Colon 1.
yeah, this is the first one which is giving as a last one, in the next iteration, the first one will be coming as here, this one will come here, this will come here, this will come here. It is just reversing of those numbers. Yeah, I was also using this one. So it will iterate, no problem, it will iterate. And why this is this condition is given, so that it will stop somewhere. So it is becoming small, 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 and when it will come as 0, at that time it will stop. Okay, so yeah, so this is the last question for that quiz. My God, what is the time? So this is the last question for that quiz. This is also very simple, you can see. Okay, it will return a value pair of xy, and x will run from some values to some value, and y will run from some values to some value. And there is a if condition that if this will satisfy, then only we will have the pair xy. Okay. So now see, I mean, I think you understand this one. So x, y, this is the pair. Now at the very first we have to check what is the value of x, what is the value of y. I mean, how many possible values of x and y are there? Can you tell me what
First
is the
question
value
is
of
it,
x?
one doubt here, whether it is a list or tuple or dictionary in this case.
Okay, what is this one, xy?
XY is a tuple.
This is tuple, right?
Yeah, yes, that is true.
Yeah, this is tuple. Now, okay, range this, it don't think that this is itself a tuple. This is a
Yeah,
syntax.
for
Okay?
loop. That is a for
This
loop
is a
syntax.
syntax for loop, and this is also a
Right.
syntax for for loop, and this is a simple first bracket second bracket.
Yeah, yeah, if condition. Yeah.
And this
No,
pair is a list. This pairs is a list itself.
for pairs is a list. Inside the list, there is a tuple of
Cool.
x,
So
y.
the output will be like something, comma something, comma something, and here let's say x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So the pairs is a list. Inside that there will be some tuples, and inside the tuples there will be some numbers. Now try to understand.
Inside the no, another doubt is inside the list. Can we use a for loop analysis inside the list itself?
Inside the loop, inside the list.
Inside the list, we can use a for loop.
Yeah, this
For
is just
loop
a
for any
shorthand
condition.
notation. Like if this whole condition will be satisfied, only these possible values of x and y will be in the pair element. That's it. It's a very short notation. I mean, you can write a total programming just like this, right,
Oh, is it okay?
to make this program. That is also fine, but it is just a short notation, shorthand notation. XY combination should be there as a paired list, a pair element, where x and y satisfy some certain conditions. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
So now see, now tell me what are the possible values of x and y can be. X, you can see 4 to 1 up to the steps of -1. So what does this means?
That is 4, 3, 2, 1. Also. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
No, it will not go 1, it will not go 0. It will just stop before 1. See, there
Okay,
will be
before 1. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I can understand. 1 is the end number and -1 is the decrement.
Yeah, so that will be stop before 1. Whenever it will see 1, just before of that it will stop. Now coming to y case, y value will be 5,
5, 4, 3, 2,
1. 1 will be there.
Here, 1 will don't be there.
Yes, 1 will not be there because it is up to 1. Now, these are the values of that x and y, possible values. Now, they are showing that there is another if condition. What is the if condition?
X plus y mod 3, which means that the summation of x and y should be divisible by 3.
Yes, it should be divisible by 3. So now check, let's say 4 plus 5, it is 9. So it is divisible.
9, yeah, that is.
So 4, 5 will be there. Then 4, 4, no.
It won't be.
4, 3.
4, 3, it won't be. 4, 2, it will be.
4, 2. Then 3, 5. 3, 4.
3, 4,
3, 3.
3, 3, it will be.
3 2 2 5 2 4 2 4,
So it will be.
then 2 3 2 2.
Actually, in this case, it is a nested for loop. If we are giving like this,
Yes,
it is a nested. Okay.
yeah, for
For every value of x, it will go for
one
every
value
value.
of x there is 4 values of y, for one values of 3 there is 4 values of y. That's why it is given at the very first and it is given in the next. Like you can see,
You
if
see,
I
no, in this case, we haven't followed any indentation. We
no,
haven't
it's
followed the
just a short
syntax of
notation.
colon at the end.
Yes,
Short notation is because
yes,
it's the first time we are seeing it.
yeah. So if you just want to write it in this formula, in this case, then it will be like one definition will be there as pairs, then there will be a for loop for x,
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
that
yeah.
for
Okay,
loop
okay,
another while
okay,
loop will be there for y, and then there will be if
okay.
condition, and after that we will complete the program.
So one of the application of tuple is like this, is it? We can use it for short notation, and then we can use for the coordinates of x, y, or x, y, z, or what like this.
This is, yeah, you can say this one for the tuple as well, but it is not that key only tuple can do that one. It can do dictionary as well. You can see for the dictionary case
Okay.
also we can have a very short
Okay.
notation of that Python. That can also be
Okay.
possible, but it is not
Okay.
only for the tuple case. Okay, but
Okay.
obviously it is
Okay.
a good thing to write as a short notation for tuple. That is fine. So now you can see this is the four, what is that, 4 5 4 2 3 3 2 4. These conditions will come, I mean this output will come, right? So maybe we can have a small program here because it's a only one line program, just to check is it correct or not, whatever we are thinking. So you can see here x comma y, then for x in range 4 1 minus 1, then for y in range, sorry, range 5 1 minus 1, this, and then there is a if condition, if x plus y, oh it's gone out of this, percentage 3 equals 0. So now if I see, then if I want to see the value of pairs, 4 5 4 2 3 3 2 4. Okay, yeah. So yes, so all the quiz questions are already done. Now we can have the program assignment. There were 2 program assignment in the last year, so this one and this one, it's a very long question, but if you understand, that is very good. Maybe today I think, what is the time, okay, maybe I can do at least I can tell you the question first, and I don't know how much time I will get for the solution, but just see the question first, because this is also a main important thing to understand the question. After that we will have the solution for that. Okay. Mm, Write a Python function frequency L that takes as input a list of integers and returns a pair of the form mean frequency list, max frequency list, where mean frequency list is a list of numbers with minimum frequency in L sorted in ascending order. Max frequency list is a list of numbers with maximum frequency in L sorted in ascending order. So in that fourth week as a classes, there in that case sir was mentioning the sorted, how to do the sorting, like there was insertion
Yeah,
sorting.
this.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
that is
these,
merge sort and then quick sort and all.
yeah, so these
That.
things we have to use here as well, but what is the meaning of this, that let's first understand. Let me write here one L. Obviously, what is L given here? L is just a list of numbers. So I'm just going to write here any list of numbers. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is a list of numbers. So write a Python function frequency L that takes as input a list of integers and returns a pair of form. Okay. So the output will be something as a tuple where some number will come, something will come here, something will come here. So this is mean frequency list, this is max frequency list. Where mean frequency list is a list of numbers. So this will be a list of numbers. This will also be a list of numbers. Okay. So list of numbers with minimum frequency in L. Okay. Now let's say I am having this example L as 1, 2, 5, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now can you tell me here any of the which element is repeating more than one?
No, none of the one.
None of
That's
them.
all the numbers.
Because everyone has a only once it is coming in the list.
Yeah, yes.
So they are saying that for this case, whatever I am giving here for this example, mean frequency list will be 0, 0, not exactly 0. Okay, let me see. So mean frequency list will be exactly same whatever this whole list is there. 1, 2, this. And for max frequency list, it will come as 0. Why? Mean frequency list is a list of numbers with minimum frequency in L. Minimum frequency for each and every one is 1. And this is the minimum one for everyone. And this is the one which we have to mention. So for this list, only 1 is the frequency, minimum frequency. And how many numbers have the 1 frequency, minimum frequency? All of them have the 1 frequency. So all of them will be there in that mean frequency list, but with sorted in ascending order. Fortunately, I just mentioned here ascending order itself. But let's say I am not listing here in ascending order, then it should be mentioned here in ascending order. Now coming to the max frequency list. This is the list of numbers with maximum frequency in L. So what is the maximum frequency? There is no maximum frequency. There is only a minimum frequency which is 1. So for this case it will show nothing. Now coming to another example, this will give some result. Let's say I am just mentioning here randomly. Yes, this one. So now tell me what will be the output here as this tuple, and inside that there is the list, and what will be there inside that lists. So first of all we have to check how many of these which have how. Okay, so first of all how we will proceed? We will proceed that we will take first element as 2. So 2 will be in how many times? 2 is how many times?
2 times.
2 times. So 2 is 2 times. 5 is how many times?
3 times.
3 times. 7 is 1 time. 3 is 2 times.
2
Now
times.
among these times, this is not a number. This is the times. How many times these numbers are coming, that we are going to calculate here. So among these 4 numbers, 4 times, we have to check which one is the maximum, which one is the minimum. So maximum is what? 3, right? So according to that 3, so 3 that means 5. 5 is giving the maximum value, right? So 5 has the maximum frequency. So for
maximum count. Maximum count.
Maximum count. So for this maximum frequency list, our list will have the element as 5. Now coming to minimum frequency list. So for this case, minimum frequency list means 1. So here what is the element? 7. So our output will be 7 and 5.
In this case, we are doing like this, then there will be only one number in the list, right?
No.
What is the point of?
No. That for this case it is coming as 1. Let
me
here another example. Yes. I understand that this question will come. So yeah. Let me write here these things. 3, 4, 6. No. This one is fine. Okay. Now see, 1 is coming as 3 times, 2 is coming 1 time, 5 is coming as 3 times,
3 times.
3 is coming as 1 time, 4 is coming 1 time, 6
4
is
is
coming
1.
1. Now the output will be what?
Okay, okay. Now the output will be 1 comma 3 since 1 is 3 times, maximum is 1 and 3.
No.
1 and 5.
Here we have to write a minimum value.
Minimum.
Frequency.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, okay.
So 2,
That is 2, 3, 4, 6. 3, 4, 6.
and here
Okay,
1,
okay.
5.
And then 5.
But
Yeah.
okay, again I just mentioned here the ascending order. So let's say I'm writing here something 10. No, not 10. 0. So what it will come? It should come here. But as they
Yeah.
because it is also coming as ones. But as in that question they are mentioning that whatever this list is there, that should be in ascending order. So that output will be
Okay.
0, 2, 3,
0, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1 comma.
and for this case it is fine because there is no, like, obviously if also there is any descending order or ascending order problem, then it should be as descending order case, right? Sorry, ascending order case. Yes, it is written here, right? So this is the question. So now if I have one L, accordingly I can find out what will be our output. Okay, so for this case, I mean, before going to the program part, just think how many steps we have to do for this calculation. Okay, this is a
First we
more general example, right? Because this one was very less and this one also not that much general. So this one is a more general example.
yeah, yes.
So for
Yes.
this case, at the very first, what we have to do, we have to take one element. First of all, we have to check. We will not take the duplicate elements. I mean, the same elements we will not take in our consideration so many times. So at the very first, we will check 1, and how we will check how many times 1 is coming in our list. We will take 2, how many times it is coming in our list. We will list out these numbers. Okay, so now we will have these numbers 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. What is this one? This one nothing but the counting of these numbers, whatever it is given in that L. Now among these numbers, we have to figure out which one is the minimum and which one is the maximum. So here minimum is 1, here maximum is 3. Now we have to find out if one minimum is there, then how many minimum lists elements are there. So you can see here 1 is there, not 1, sorry, 2 is there, then 3, 4, 6, 0. So this we have to list out. Again, how many maximum elements are there, that we have to list out. So 5 and 1, we have to list out 5 and 1. Then in the next step, we will shuffle this one. We will sorting this in the ascending order. We will sort this in ascending order. Then we will print this whole as tuple. Is it fine? I mean that steps you understand?
Yeah, yes, I can.
Yes. So it's more general example. So obviously it will be little bit tricky. I understand because there are so many steps we have to do. At the very first, that counting term will be there. In the next step, the minimum and maximum calculation will be there. And then from that minimum maximum, how many elements are coming, that we have to list out. In the third step, we will sort it. So these 3 steps we have to do. So I have this solution and I will provide that one as well in that Google Drive. You will just check whether it is correct or not and whether you can understand the program clearly or not. So I will right now show the program here. Week 4
Sure,
previous
sure.
one, just a minute. Week 4 previous one. Mhm. Week 4 previous one. See, this is a little bit long program, yes, but the thing is, at the very first, actually I have already mentioned here all the in the comment that what is
Steps.
the meaning, what are the steps. Let's see here the frequency up to this there is something, then from here to here there is something, then from here to here there is something. So at the very first, okay, you can just understand these things. I have already mentioned these things here, so if you understand that is very good, or otherwise we can run this, I mean we can understand.
Ma'am, why you are using the dictionary for the count?
Yeah, that you should be use. You should use. Otherwise, it will be a very much problematic. See,
Okay. To have the number and the count as a
yes,
separate
yes,
thing.
yes. This maybe this one I can use as a key, and this one I
Yeah,
can use
yes.
as a value.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So that's why sir was teaching all these things step by step, so that you can understand all these things. Okay, so maybe I can just run this program so that you will have a flavor of this. I just make sure that you are having this, and then let's say I am having L, not L, sorry. What is that frequency? Frequency. Then okay, I'm writing this value, this whole general case. What is the general case here? Mm.
1, 2, 5, 5,
2, 5, 5, 5,
5,
1,
1,
1,
1,
3,
3,
4, 6, 0.
6, 0.
4, 6, 0. So this is our frequency. This is the result. So what we were thinking? We were thinking that hmm, 0, 02364 02346 will be
3,
coming,
4, 6.
and here 15 will come, and it
Yeah,
is
yes.
inside a tuple.
Yeah, yes. Correct.
Yes.
Can you come on to the program one?
Yeah, sure. It will be given, no problem. You can see later as well. Where is
Sure.
this? Yes.
In this, what is this n in count dot keys within bracket? The fourth
Sorry,
one.
sorry.
If n in L, that I can understand. N in count dot keys means that is a keyword, is it?
Okay, N is what?
Fourth line.
Oh, fourth line. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one.
Yeah, fourth. Yeah, this count dot keys. Keys is a keyword, is it? That to get the keys or not?
See,
Yeah.
count was a
Yeah,
empty list.
dictionary.
Sorry, dictionary,
Okay.
not list. Dictionary. Sorry.
Okay.
Now count keys. Count keys means keys was what? N will be as a count keys. Okay. So you can see here count is a dictionary.
Yeah,
value.
okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
N
n
means
which
this
means yeah, fine. Please
numbers.
go ahead.
Then you can see, I mean, if you just run these things, then you can understand clearly.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now,
So
one doubt is, can we debug step by step in Python? Is there is any possibility?
debug means this
Uh,
this one,
we
na?
used to use, we used to debug in C, right? Each and every line we used to debug and see which value is there.
That you can see. Let's say I am having, okay. Let's say, see, the main thing is that in that program, what I have done, I have just mentioned here min list equals to find min count, but find min count is below of that, right? So
Yeah,
from
yes.
here to here, only this value you can't see any result, because it will show a wrong one. But you can see, but you can have only from here, sorry, from here to here at least.
Okay.
And you can just return count, then you can understand what are the count here in that case,
Okay.
right? Like, but as these two are there, obviously it can't be there only up to from here to here you
Because
can run.
fine.
Yeah, but you can do step by step, so that you can understand what is the meaning of this with here things. Now here you can get
Generally,
yes.
generally we used to debug in some other programming languages, Java or C++. Step by step debug, I mean to say that.
Yeah, step
So
by step, this
from
is
where
also
it
step
goes.
by step, but the thing is here what we are doing, you can see in C++ also we are using the similar thing, that we are subprogram. They are calling a subprogram. So
Yeah,
we are
yes,
writing a
yeah, yes.
subprogram below of that main program, and then we are calling it in the main program, right?
Yeah,
So
yes,
the
yes.
same thing is there in this case. Find min t. This is another subprogram like thing, and it is calling in the main program. So our main program is
Okay.
only the diff frequency up to this.
The frequency.
But what is find min count d, what is find max count, that you are writing here.
Yeah, that will be defined in the
That should be defined somewhere, otherwise how Python can understand, right? And you can see here I just mentioned here sorted min list. Sorted min list is nothing but it will totally sort it in the ascending order. But yeah, I mean, which type of sorting you want to do, that depends on that insertion, then whatever Sir was talking in there in his lecture, right? But right now I'm just writing here in ascending order, sorry, descending order. Now ascending order, I mean from the
ascending order.
yeah,
ascending.
for the ascending order I just mentioned here sorted min list, so it will automatically do the ascending order case. But
So sorted is a predefined function, is it? Or that also
yeah, it is inbuilt.
Oh, it is inbuilt.
Yes, it is inbuilt. But how to make that one, that Shar was teaching in his
Yeah, there was some different sorts are there, merge sort, insertion, and quick sort.
Yes. So how it will be made, that Sir was telling there, right?
That is separate topic altogether.
Yeah, sure. And there was some question on that one as well, but maybe I don't have any time right now. Then we will show in the next class, maybe. So there were three types of sorting, right? So how we can do the sorting thing and how efficiently we can do. Sir was telling that at the very first we will pick each and everything that page
Yeah,
sorting
great
and all.
rhythm.
So question
Keeping the least one in the next one, and then taking the another least one and keeping it upper in the another
so
variable something.
answer paper sorting, how it is sorted there.
Yes.
So half you are putting and then half the maximum value you are putting, minimum value, like that. Like depending on your criteria, you can write which one will be efficient for you. So that is the thing. Okay, so I will put all these things in the drive so that you can have a look, and if it is not understandable, then we can understand tell in the next class.
Okay.
Okay, so
Ma'am, can you please send the invite in the continuous of 2 hours, because in between it is getting breakup, the invitation. The meeting is getting ended within 1 hour itself.
Yeah, I mean this time also it was there, right? Okay, so I have to extend the meeting up to 2 hours, not only 1 hour.
Yes.
Maybe I have to check that one how to do, because Microsoft Team I am using for the first time, so I don't know much about this thing, so I have to check this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it is kicking me out another 1 hour. Then after I'm coming back, there was nobody was there. 5 members or somebody there. Then they had also left. Finally, you and me only is there now.
Okay, we will see that one next time. Okay, sure. Okay, bye bye.
Thanks. Thanks.
Stop sharing.